Another feature on the old telly, the Bush television, TV43, built in 1954. And a nostalgic trip into the past here with the puppet shows produced by Gerry and Sylvia Anderson. These were a staple, of course, of children's television in the 60s, and I'm going to show you clips from two. I've already done this video once and made the mistake of including some Thunderbirds stuff that produced a block on YouTube for content, and it couldn't be viewed in the UK, so that was a non-starter. So I'm redoing the video just with clips from the first two shows that I featured originally, and actually the video will be a better length for that, so it's all to the good. Now, I remember the first puppet show being, sorry, my arm slipped off the chair then, being Supercar. Who remembers Supercar? And it was notable because it had a cast of familiar characters every week, and it was all centred around this wonderful craft supercar that could go anywhere. And the thing, though, that looking at it now, it strikes me, is that I've never seen such an ugly assortment of individuals portrayed as puppets. Well, I'll put some still photos of the cast on the post when I do it to Facebook, and you can study them at your leisure. But in the meantime, here's the opening titles and just the beginning of one episode from Supercar.
Supercar, Supercar, with beauty and grace, as swift as can be, watch it flying through the air. It travels in space or under the sea, and it can journey anywhere. Supercar, Supercar, it travels on land or roams the skies, through the heavens' stormy rage. It's Mercury man, and everyone cries, it's the marvel of the age. Supercar, Supercar, Supercar!
Tanks full. Engines charging at 15,000. Fire 1. Fire 2. Ready, Professor?
Ready, pilot. Roof doors opening now.
Full throttle vertical.
Well, Mike, I think we can consider the test that we have just carried out to be satisfactory. Most satisfactory.
Sure, Dr. Beaker, I think you're... Oh, there's trouble. The starboard engine's blown up, and the controls have jammed. We're going out of control. Tighten your safety belts.
Mike, there's only one chance. Fire the air brakes at 0 feet. It might just save us.
Roger, switching to clear view. Height 5,000 feet, descending 12,000 feet per minute. Stand by to fire air brakes.
Hold tight, Mitch.
Height 2,500, 2,000, 1,500, 1,000, 500, 400, 300, 200, fire!
We're down.
You okay, Jimmy?
I think so, Mike. My head's kind of dizzy.
How's Mitch?
I don't know, Mike. He's awful quiet. Say, Mitch, you okay?
I think he's okay, Jimmy. He's just a little scared. Better call the professor. I hope the radio's still working.
Oh, there we are. Is that exciting? Now, if you missed the date on in the titles, this date's from 1960, and the cast of characters was Mike Mercury, the pilot, the glamorous pilot, Professor Popkiss, who is back at base, operating the roof doors and doing all the important things back at the station. Dr. Beaker, the man next to the pilot there, who has an amazing comb-over hairdo, and then the young boy Jimmy, for some reason, and for even stranger reason, a monkey called Mitch. So there we are, Supercar. Now the next one I'm going to show you was made 2 years later, and it was my favourite, and I thought it was really, really, really cool and really exciting. And that has the same recipe that became standard fare for these shows by the Andersons. That is a strong cast of characters, lots of gadgets. They of course worked out that it wasn't very convincing to have these puppets walking about, so they often move about on well, in the case of Fireball XL5, different sort of space scooter things called jetmobiles, and there was always quite a big set piece in these things of launching these various craft. Thunderbirds, of course, had a big set piece for the launch of each of the 5 Thunderbirds, didn't it? And Fireball XL5 was the same. So let's go on to the next clip. If I can press the right buttons on this control. I'll just pause the video and restart. Here we are, found it. I managed to skip around a Quality Street advert.
Okay, Venus?
Okay, Steve.
Right. Let's go.
Fireball XL5, way out in space together, conquers of the sky. My heart would be a fireball, every time I gaze into your starry eyes. We take the path to Jupiter and maybe very soon we cruise along the Milky Way and land upon the moon. To a wonderland of stardust we'll zoom our way to Mars. My heart would be a fireball, 'cause you would be my Venus of the stars.
There we are, Fireball XL5. Now the cast of characters in that was the pilot Steve Zodiac, Venus, the space doctor who went along as part of the crew. Not featured in that opening titles was Professor Matic, who was the sort of boffin who worked in the spaceship. on a wonderful desk that went round in circles, and of course two rather unusual characters: Robert the robot, who was the co-pilot, and Zuni the loon or something, some strange space creature that was Venus's pet. Anyway, of course they went on to make Stingray and Captain Scarlet, Thunderbirds, Joe 90, and the output they had was tremendous, wasn't it? And the models were so amazingly well made, and considering they were fairly simple puppets on strings when they started out, they certainly achieved a great deal. Anyway, there we are. Thunderbirds will not feature in a video because of copyright, which is a shame. But all these things can be found on YouTube if you have a dig about. In fact, I was amazed how many Supercar episodes, full episodes, there are on YouTube. I don't think we can beat Lady Penelope and Parker in the pink Rolls Royce for the comedy aspect that those characters introduced into Thunderbirds. Anyway, that's all there is for today. Bye for now.